guys, I'm Racing Joey Side, and I got a track guide for you guys today. This week we're at Kentucky Speedway, a short 1.5 miles. Well, I shouldn't say short, it's a 1.5 mile track with tons of bumps, and I believe it's too wide, if you ask me. Seriously, look at this. Plenty of room. So if there's gonna be wrecked, people will not have enough room. Well, they're full of crap. Unless you know someone pinches someone into the fence somehow, then, well, what are you supposed to do? Anyways, we'll get to this. Best I could do was a 30.413. At least I think that's what that is, yep. So we'll just get to the usual. I think last week I forgot to do an actual lap, so... No, so no, I forgot to do a complete lap, so we're just gonna let it roll. I'll come back and explain everything, so here we go. Alright, we'll go ahead and just run through this like we usually do. But you know how that works. So we're gonna make our way to turn 1. And getting here is a little hard to explain. I'm braking right about here. Now, only mark I can tell from my point of view is where the color changes of the shadow. You see it's darker here, it's white there, and it's darker here. So what I'm doing is, I'm braking right in that white spot. So about 2 car lengths before this green, caution flag, green flag light. And I'm holding that brake, you can see it right here. Not very much, probably about a quarter, a brake. Just holding that brake until I pretty much get past a car length of the safer barrier. That's just my... Oh, it might be right at the safer barrier. Let me check the chase here. Yeah, pretty much right after the safer barrier. Is pretty much where I'm getting on the brakes and letting off. So I'm letting off the brake. I'm getting on the brakes here, letting off the throttle, letting it get down to about right here, and I'm letting off the brake completely. Now here I'm letting it roll, and I'm not going to let it roll to the bottom. You want to kind of lead apex this, just a hair, I guess. That's what it felt like. It felt like a lead apex if you ask me, but here I'm letting it roll to the seam here. I start picking up the throttle. Now with the setup they gave us for the fixed, I don't know if you saw that on the previous lap. The car wants to loosen up the second you start getting on the throttle at certain spots of the track. And here, I really wouldn't even know how to explain it. Probably at the Kentucky logo on the right, but I can't see. Oh well, I'm gonna go off this Speedway something charity. Let's go off that. I guess once I enter your field of view. Once I enter field of view, I guess start picking back up on the throttle. So let's say about 3 car lengths before this caution light. You see I'm picking up the throttle, getting the car to turn. Just, you want to play with the throttle. Not everyone drives the same, so let's go with this. Just pick up the throttle until you feel the thing stick. And you'll be able to fully get on it where you should be. You want to keep it mostly on the seam through most of the corner except the entry. So you can see it coming down here to this little seam, staying on the seam. Then I start drifting up to the outer wall, aim for the end of the safer barrier. And here we're going to turn 3, which is different in the way I enter it compared to 1. So here I'm letting off the gas right at the safer barrier. Or right a car length after the safer barrier. Using the same amount of brake, about a quarter brake. There's a huge bump as you can see right there. right about here. Boom. Car wants to straight, go straight for that, so don't be prepared for that, I guess. Could have sworn I saw a marking. So anyways, I'm getting on quarter brake and I'm holding that brake after the bump until you see this white line on the track, which is very hard to spot at speed. So you see this little white, I guess, seam, that's what it looks like, where a piece of the track joins up. And again, we're aiming for the same part of the corner, this time running a regular line apex, except we're not at the way bottom. So I start picking up the throttle, again at the start of the billboards. And then you should be able to power off and make your way to the start finish, and you can go all the way out to the wall here. Use all the track as you can, and you can make your way down to the apron if you wish, and that's pretty much all I could do. I'm pretty sure a guy's gonna be 2 to 3 tenths faster than that, so that's probably the best I can do. So there's pretty much really not much else to say about this. Yeah, it's an oval. There's not much to explain on an oval except for braking points and throttle points and all that stuff. Well, anyways, I'm not sure where we're at next week. Let me actually go check while we're doing this right now. So you can see we're at Kentucky, and next week will be New Hampshire, and after that, the full distance race at Indianapolis Motor Speedway, which I'm looking forward to that one. New Hampshire is a hit or miss. And my favorite, the Glen. Wow, I can't believe we're already that late in the year. So anyways, that's where we'll be back next time. New Hampshire. I'll make sure to get that guide out on time for you guys, so you know what the deal is. Hit that subscribe somewhere over on the bottom right of this video, because I'm not putting that much work into editing again. I will though for Indy, and I don't know. I'm trying to get these out as quick as I can so people have time to practice. So anyways, this has been Sim Racing Chewy Side. See you on the track.